Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Test 1, test 2. Let's go. Alrighty then, we either win or we learn. Today is a pretty solid learning day, but we've got some big things to learn, and here to teach myself as well. Thank you, Eddie, for the mic check. So I'm not sure if you guys were here for the morning session or not, but literally these lines were already drawn there and we came all the way back to them. It actually surprised even myself. So I'm gonna walk it through. So the dive bomb from the morning, and we had literally drawn this. I was like, well, I guess they're not gonna let the bull out. And look at that. The question is, did they let the bull out? Let me know in the chat. I mean, it's pretty exciting. But I've got to look through this to see, like, on this high of a time frame, for that to have played out so perfectly, but not having a large enough account size to literally be able to manage the way through that. I have switched over to the bot account here. Got the margin call there this morning, had to kill it there. They cut me at 99651 and some change. We'll talk more about that later. I want to talk about the layout stuff here for this for now. This literally, like, yeah, I came to the first one, but I thought, surely it's not going to make it all the way to the second one. It did. All the way up. Full measured. I was measuring it all the way out. I was like, well, maybe this will be the turning point there for... You think, no, they literally drove it all the way up to let that bull out. Does everybody understand the significance of what I just said there? The big bull from the morning that I talked about literally drew in that white line. It was thick. You know, I only draw in the thick lines if it was an important one. Yes. And I thought, well, they're wiping that today. Nope. They literally landed it. And now look at this one. I didn't draw this afterwards. This was there from the morning. Roll back the tape. Literally no redraws. This was what was there. It's just kind of blowing my mind that it went all the way back to them. The highest time frames still adhere to my rules. This is amazing. A level 13, learning for myself, literally 13 bars up the other day, 13 bars down on the 89, and yet still, everybody's like, oh, it's going out now. No, we did not. All the way up. Now, red dot comes in on the 89. Adheres to it, touches it, and we pull off. That also brought it all the way back to allow that bull out. All the way to that touch point right there. All the way up on the 89 to the touch point to let the bull out. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, if you're wondering, well, what about that green one up there? This was the little bull from the morning. Remember that? The little bull made it up. We were up 5K on the morning. Again, first two trades, if you take that, look, if I can just reiterate for you guys, when I say winner, winner, chicken dinner, come in, take your pay in the morning. Anything beyond that, you have to be very good. You have to have been around the markets for a very long time to stay in there. It's like getting in the ring with Mike Tyson. You're not going to make it multiple rounds with the guy. You might get a couple shots in and punch, like no damage to the markets, but the markets ultimately will win the day. Okay, now this is a challenge to myself. I have set it out to go, can I torture myself long enough to stay the entire sets of sessions? As you guys know, or if you don't know, I have challenged myself to do full day sessions all day every single day for a month. And I think we're pretty close to the end of it on that. We wanted to do the small account challenge on 7/7. Things happened and occurred. I started looking at the rule sets for what they require and whatnot. It was just like, dude, I couldn't even keep it straight. I don't know how you guys do it. I want to have a chat with you guys. You guys tell me, how do you keep all the rules straight? Because even when you think that you know what the rules are for these trader funding programs, all of a sudden they change again. Like I was sitting over there, I listened to Mike Schwartz's stream the other day. They said Tradeify now change their payout scenario from 10 days to 7 days, and then the drawdown accounts are different, and then you can't make too much in a day. And it's like, wow. So they're literally like, you have to make exactly this level of consistency every single day. Like you can't make more or less, and they want to see if you can just be super consistent. The markets aren't consistent. I mean, I do understand. I want to say I don't understand. No, I understand. I know why and what they're doing with it. But, you know, if you have the chance to get out of the trader funding stuff, for me, I feel like I would. Like as soon as you can get out of the trader funding stuff, you get out of it. No rules, play with your own money. Yes, on occasion you're going to run into a scenario where, yes, I mean, this is, I have probably one margin call a year. Hopefully this is the only one for this year. It's been, I looked last year. I like to see if I had one last year. I didn't. I had one the year before in October. But yeah, anyhow, a lot of things to learn on a day like today. This is pretty amazing that literally we came up to the big ball at the end of his deal. Remember how I said, like, well, he didn't make his full 250. It was weird this morning. I said, that's really odd that he didn't go 250. He literally went to 218. Well, I mean, I guess they're going to let him go without letting him have the opportunity to get out. Nope, they did. They let him out. It took forever. I mean, in my opinion, like, depends on your time frame, I guess. But the drive down to 10 a.m., coffee time, double tap, and then triple crown all the way up, double dot on the optimized range to launch it straight to, from the double dot, they push it 335 ticks just to let him out. It's amazing. So I am recording that for myself, laying it out for myself. High time frames come into play, then I don't have to concern myself with the lower time frames. Now, one of the things that I had done recently when I saved the July 1st workspace and I posted it into the community chats, I had removed the 6 range. So I've put the 6 range back on because I was like, well, what would have happened if I had, once the 89 bars start smoothing out? And what do I mean by that is when the smooth bars start printing on the 89, which is a rare scenario anyhow, but they do on occasion. What I mean is these, when they start printing smooth bars, I have to up my time frame, period. End of story. Once these start to print smooth, it's time to move up a time frame. Then I'm going up 2 bars. So from 4s, I need to move to 6s. And sure enough, I looked at the 6s and they had some beautiful play setups that I was unable to see because I did not have the 6 algo bars around. I had closed those out, saved the workspace. It was back when I think the market's gone super duper fast. I can't remember what month that was. If it was, I think it was May, where things were so wild. Literally had several lockups in that month. I closed out the 6 range chart there and just kept one of the majors on a low time frame. I got this one in my purview now, and when I look back, like, it would have been easier had I switched over to that as that giant set of moves started printing. Once the smooth bars start printing over 4 smooth bars on the NASDAQ 89, you got to look at that higher time frame bar, even on the entry bars. That's what I'm locking in on that. Now, it's a rare scenario. Literally, we'll have to use that 20% of the time. But when you have these rare scenarios, 89 on smooth, time to start looking at the higher time frame. And then what's awesome though is that these higher time frame plays start to just hit. Literally, I could come in here, dots, red dot, drop, double dot, go. It's amazing. These usually there's a lot of wiggle in between, but not when the 89 starts coming into play. That second set of higher time frames, mid time frames start to come in, and That's where we need to be looking there. So let me see if my broker emailed me back. Just go in risk and get back with you on this. Traded. Find out as well. Okay. So I'll keep an eye on the email back with them, and we'll see. But for now, I'm going to trade the
bonds total $2.6 billion.
The bot account here, and bot has an ES trade and an RTY trade open as well. I need to turn it off on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, I've got off. But yeah, the rest of them are on. Okay, 12:45 right now EST. And I'm going to pull the 6s over and going to work off of the 6s like I said before. I'm going to pull the 4s over. Have them there, saved workspace. And bigger time frames are in play today. It's the day after FOMC. So yeah, there we go. Any questions? Any of that kind of stuff popping there in the chat? Okay. 'Too many blown accounts and disappointments. Jimmy, didn't you just start with us last week? Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think you just started with us, didn't you? Let's see. Trade funding rules, antithesis, real trade. Yeah, like it really is. I don't want to dog on them too much. Like I still think, you know, Apex, they're still the best. I mean, they're gonna let you trade. Like if you're gonna be that consistent and wait out for just, you know, the scalping level stuff, if you're going to be able to multiply it times 20, I mean, I would still just be like, just do that. Like if you're going to have to play the rules, then play the Apex rules and run, you know, 10 or 20 accounts. About a month ago, the trial. You know what, Jimmy, you just remind me why I'm disabling the trial for people. Like, you're like, well, the trial time counts. No, it doesn't. All right. Just Eddie, we got to talk to these web guys. Like, I cannot find a good web person to save my life. But yeah, I gotta get the trial off. Like, it's ridiculous. We keep hearing stuff like this, like, oh, but I didn't make $200,000 during the trial, so it must not be good. Listen, like, you just remind me why I'm turning it off for everyone. Let me see. Let me get the. I've got a routine. All right, Jimmy. I'm gonna go ahead and send you on your way from our accounts as well. Like, let me just go disable you, bro. Like, get this guy out of here. Go run with your routine, bro. All right, I'll get you a refund. Have a nice day. All right, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'll consider it. Once we get the small account challenge, I just got to kind of wrap my head around how I'm going to play that out with. I mean, it would literally be I'm like going to come out and I'm literally going to do two trades. Like, there's literally no point in having live streams if you're going to come out and be like, okay, I'm going to do a multiplier times 2. Like, I would literally come out, wait for the absolute perfect trade. I'd hit it, and it'd be done in like 1 or 2 trades every single day, because the consistency rule says you literally can only do X number of dollars. You can't make more than that. So it would be the most boring live streams of all time. It's literally like, okay, and we're done.
Taking a look to research from JP Morgan, they say they're taking into account supportive valuations and mixed technical backdrop. They said that they predicted a smooth reception for the auction. Latest CFTC.
All right, we're floating the P point right now, and
104K classic bond futures and 227K ultra bond futures. Possible sources of current demand.
But what the cool part is that with that consistency, to know that you're going to multiply it times 20, I mean, that is a massive number. I don't think anybody realizes how big of a difference that is, to literally know that you're going to multiply whatever you've made times 20. It's wild. Who knows? What's the Apex cap? What's their max payout before they cap you? Do they have one? Yeah, like, it's always like, keeping up with all the rules is quite difficult. I mean, literally, that's wild. Like, when is $285 $5,700? It's crazy. 11,000 if you make $600. It's crazy. So you can have 5-figure days by just like, I mean, coming in, I just tap the button a couple times. It's gonna be crazy. Not published. Yeah. But yeah, they're going to be the most boring live streams ever. If you're going to do the small account challenge, you'll be like, okay, and we're done. I just made $11,400. Okay, see you tomorrow. And if I even just do 1,000 a day, so let's go, if I target 1,000 a day, it's 20 grand a day. With AlgoBox, dude, this is going to be, it's not going to be, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. First 3 months of payouts are capped at 2K per month on 50K. I got you. So delayed gratification for 3 months as well. It was 2K per account. So 2K times 20. So let me pull up another calculator just for fun. $40,000 a month for your first 3 months. Okay. Let's go. Take two payouts per month. 2 payouts per month. 2K each, like up to 4,000 each, or 2,000 divided by 2. So 1,000 and 1,000. Okay, floating the P point. Oh, 4K per account per month. So that's $80,000 a month. Well, that's $1 million a year.
844%. Prior bid cover.
$83,333 a month is $1 million a year. 83,333. 83333.
Get the data coming through for the rest of the auction.
That's that one I got posted on my wall. If you guys have seen my old layout, had it up there, vision boarded on the wall. $2K per payout, and you can do it twice a month, so $4,000 out a month. So that times 2, 80,000 a month, and so it's just shy of $1 million because one up to a month, like they're literally $83,333. Funding ticks is 5K per 5 days per pick. Funding ticks. What is I'm not familiar with that one. Can you post that in the Discord? Funding ticks. I'm not sure what that one is. Is that a new kid on the block? Is that one you've heard of before, John? Double crossed up. Lines off the chart. But I need the other ones. All right, let me save workspace real quick here. What's today? 0710. New to futures. They came from the Forex market. Funding pips on the Forex side. Gotcha. Even legit. Okay, so they've been around a while. Coming from Forex over to the future space. Nice. First time I heard of them. And they let you do 5 accounts. I mean, still though, times 5 is one thing, but dude, times 20? We're talking about times 20. Times 20, man. Still, I mean, until somebody else can come up with 20 accounts, like Apex for the win. I mean, if you're going to have all the consistencies rules and all that, then you may as well get multiplied times 20. So to me, the logic is still there. Like use code AlgoBox to hit it up with Apex. Literally, I think they're on 80% still right now through I think it was July 28th. They're doing 80% off on those times 20 accounts. Bro, I'm in. Like, what's happening? Look at him coil up on that P point.
Impact News Event 30Y Bond Auction.
Ten seconds. Full spot 890% for the $22 billion auction. So again, full spot 890%.
All right, so another big bear stepping in right there.
30-year yield.
So the measure is right there to the, I don't even have to draw it. It's right there. The Apex copy trade account. So you get, if you blow up one account, you blow up 20. So let's do the numbers on that. How much is a 50K account right now at 80% off? Let's look here. So a 50K is $167. 80% off. Let's see. So 20% of 167. Let's get another calculator. Stop here for a second.
Full spot 889%. Full spot
0.2
for the high yield.
times 167.
Spot 38. 2 spot 38.
$33.40 times 20. So it's going to cost me $668 of risk. And I know, yeah, well, the activation fee. Okay, so let's do the activation fees. What is it, $150? What's the activation fees on these?
4% and indirect.
Is it 150?
78%.
Somebody hook me up with the
That's a stop through of 0.1 basis points.
what's the activation fee on those accounts? 150 or 165? I forget.
US 30-year Treasury yields little changed after the auction at about 4.888%.
$105 or 140. So let's go in the middle there. Let's just say it's 125. So let's remember 668. So 125 times 20. Dude, it's $2,500. And I know, like, I get it. You guys, we're all in different worlds, right? $2,500. I'm sure it's a lot to a lot of people. The level of risk that you're talking about to make $83,000 potential, especially with AlgoBox. I mean, I don't even know why they let us use the system anymore. Like, our guys are taking them to the cleaners on a regular basis. It's insane.
NQ on the 6.
But yeah, that's nothing. So that plus 668, that's literally nothing. That's less than an employee. Now, again, I know, like, if you're not a business person, you don't know, like, literally that's your cost. That's your cost of doing business. You can't hire an employee for that. Anyway, I don't know if you get it or not. Maybe I'm helping you out to get it. I don't know. Activation is 150. Okay, so let me redo that then. 150 times 20. So 3,000. It's literally the, you know, still less. So now, okay, you might be able to get an employee for that. Might. $36.68. Wild. Okay.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
It's been 10 minutes time now at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. We are expecting a comment from Fed's Waller.
AlgoBox copy trader. Oh, of course.
So Fed's Waller speaking at a Dallas Fed event. The live video is pinned to his entry in the calendar. We'll just pop the video out on the feed as well for those interested. So seeing comments from Fed's Waller now, says the US Central Bank likely has some ways to go in shrinking the size of its holdings. A hypothetical $5.8 trillion balance sheet might be the right level to aim for versus the current $6.7 trillion. $2.7 trillion in reserves might be the right level to aim for versus the current 3.3. He says the Fed's balance sheet may not need to shrink as much as some expect. The Fed should consider shifting holdings towards more Treasury bills over time. Any shift to Treasury bills should be gradual and predictable, and a shift toward greater bill holdings likely lies down the road. It says Fed losses are a function of asset buying actions, not policy regime. And the Fed holds too many long maturity assets.
Hey, what's up, Brian? Oh, well, you missed out on a good day.
Fib.NQ.
By a good day, I mean it was like a good day to miss. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, I mean we had smooth bar prints on the 89. Wild. But it's definitely a good one to study. It's a huge learning day. I would definitely go back and watch the margin call day. Huge learning event there, all the way down. Then it's like, oh, well, I guess they're not. I mean, you literally heard me say, well, I guess they're not going to let that bull out. And like, I guess you're going to count the 218 ticks he got. Nope. They went all the way back just to let that big bull out. And they were like, no, we're going to let him out. That was not drawn afterwards. That was literally the same one from this morning. Go back and look at the tape there. 23.020. Like, well, that's where they have to let the big bull out. And I was just like, well, they went down. See how far they went.
On the 6.
They drove it down. No, it didn't go 500 ticks. 487 ticks. They pushed it all the way up. 487 ticks for him just to let him out. So they might have like a 500 tick thing. I'm studying in to learn from there today. It's like where and when do you count that? I mean, because technically you go up just a little bit more than that and you're at 500. I mean, you're parting hairs there. It's 500 ticks. that they can move against, and then they pull it up. So in the future, I think I'll add that to my thing. So we got 250, 125, and 500 max before they pull. Double dot. We're literally sitting flat rope, flat 0 point inside the fiddle zone. So inside the fiddle zone, we got two rules. You need the nerd plus the arrow. Well, right now the arrow is red, the nerd is green, so those two are opposed to one another. So there's a no-go here inside the fiddle zone for now. Oh, I didn't mark this. That's a... There's a big bull in there. Started this whole leg. So his midpoint. He already made his money. Oh, no. He didn't go. He got to go 225. Is a big, not a small. 225. No way. All right, so they have to get it. He's got to get it up to here. Or the big bull. Right in front of the open. So everybody understand that? Big bull. Type of 1 if you get it. Somebody ban this Fasal Basiri. Joseph, how do you identify Big Bull, Big Bear? Right there. That's a big bull.
Medium impact news event FOMC member Waller's.
1,000 is the big guy. 500 is the little guy.
So again, we did see the text release from Fed's Waller there. He is currently speaking, and we've got the live video again pinned to the calendar and also on the feed for those interested.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 4. NQ on the 6.
Triple dots. Red arrow, green over here. I need green arrow. And then we can get it. P point to the target is 150 ticks.
We're shortly expecting the Fed's reverse repo operation.
FIB.NQ on the 9.
from my AlgoBox, listening to the market's rhythm as it talks. We're in sync even if you're offline. Double rise and stay aligned.
36 counterparties take $183.339 billion at the Fed's reverse repo operation.
FIB.NQ on the 44. Enigma short on the RTY3.
Trader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always setting good grade. Ass trader can't keep up with our stride. You're just mad cause you're not in our league. You were supposed to out trade us, but it looks like you never did. We never lost a trade in the market. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a kid. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen the stack. We double our profits right in front of the squad. You had your moment, but we shut it down right there. That was the end. But then you were working 9 to 5, talking about trading, but where's your drive? You're a pro trader, you can never hang with us. Show me 10K right now, don't get close to me. Back up, I feel like that broke mindset is contagious. You don't have motion, we can't talk. Every trader runs to us when they fly. Since when did I look like the fall off hero? You look like you're about to cry. I would too if my balance shows zero. City trader and the AlgoBox crew, we're on the trends. Vinny Emini's our mentor, making big ends. We exposed ICT, showed he's just a fraud. It's all about precision and time. AlgoBox making moves, never recline. Every trade calculated, no emotion in the mix. We profit off the dips and ride the bullish kicks. I'm stacking my cash, you stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. I'm out here with City Trader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got us trade making plays. We exposed ICT, showed he's all fake. Yeah, you see us winning, can't keep up with our stride. You're just mad cause you're not in the league. You were supposed to out trade us, but what happened? It looks like you never did, just napping. We never fumbled a trade, always hit the mark. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a spark. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen a stack. We double up.
Oh, Keegs is walking the dog. You know the good plays come when Keegs is on the dog walk.
Traders always ready to claim. We hit hard every time we step in the market. On V by half the industry, but we collect our fees. Profits straight to our pockets, we go on our way. Couldn't care less about haters who wish they were us. I'm just one trade away. If you wanna take the AlgoBox and claim
Okay, green arrow just came in here. I'll step. Green arrow, strong buy, both came in. So nerd and arrow at the 0 point inside the fiddle zone, above the triple dots.
From my AlgoBox, listening to the market's rhythm as it talks. We're in sync even if you're offline. How to rise and stay. Who would have thought that trading could be done by telepathy? The candles are rising, the screen's lighting up. What I would do if I had the algorithm, I'd double the delta too. By night and by day, by night and by day. You know that I can read the charts too. I can see the signs, I can see the signs. What's your next move? It's all over the camera shining right through. Cause I can see the lines, by night and by day. Lights flash all around me, neon dreams wild and free. Feels like I'm unstoppable in this digital symphony. Bass drop, heart starts racing, every beat is embracing. Lost in the rhythm's embrace, slow space. Electric pulse running through, never stop, never cool. Feel the power, feel the sound. Can't stop now, can't slow down.
So got a little bull down there. He's 500. So remember, from the P point, it's about 150. He wants to get 125. We got the big guy back behind him. Stop under the cross. It's not happening right now. $123. 7 minutes till the bottom of the hour.
Every move, every step sinks in every breath. In this high energy ride, I leave my worries behind. Touch, a Bollinger Band touch. Looking left for signals, I need them so much. Price expiration,
King timing.
manipulation. Don't deal in my middle, resist the temptation. Observe my curves, my histogram bumps. At the market open, price always jumps. Respect the system, cause Vinny wrote the algorithm. Justice will come for gurus who can't take the criticism. At the end of the wave, the day can crave.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the like button. Clickety clap, tappity tap. Smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap. Hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that spot. Like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. Button.
Fib.NQ on the 6. Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap, hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety talk, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot, hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay, big red dot came in on the 9s there. Slow stuff. 127.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Smash the like button.
Stalking the reversal till the moves are made.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
The like button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo, hit it now. I saw him tap, boom. I saw him tap and I run it up. I saw him tap and don't hold back. I saw him tap. I should up. Like button.
We got divergence on the 9s.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 44. Fib.NQ on the 4.
I'm watching my ripple chart. We don't like to take anything alone. I see an enigma. Oh, there's a cross. I'm taking the moonshot.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
Put the stop right behind the cross. I'm listening for audio box. I love the boom, boom, boom. Adding more on the fib LE dot. I am at my full position now. Hold for the opposing signal. Hold for the opposing signal. Hold for the opposing signal.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
Target filled.
All right.
Just
Looks
seeing
like it's
early
got a
reports
few
that
more ticks to
Tesla
get to where it
contacted
wants to
Arizona
go.
DOT about
Right
driver
there at that
taxi
white line, but
certification. So
I'm gonna
Tesla
hold to opposing
robotaxi talks
signals right
disclosed in
now.
a statement from Arizona DOT.
134. It's just torturously slow. But we should be getting all the way in there to that white line there. So if I start to hear them clack back in, try to ride it in. Switch dot would be nice.
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the
Double delta NQ on the 6.
clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity,
Hey, Brandon.
hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. Like
Hey, appreciate it, Brandon. Thanks, bud.
So keep in mind, in 10 minutes time now, at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Time, we're expecting comments from Bank of England's Breeden, delivering a speech as part of the annual Chapman-Barragan Lecture Series. The speech was titled "Weathering the Storm: Stability in a Changing Climate." The text for this speech has already been released, so we'll just be looking out for any new
Enigma
comments
short
from
on the
Bank of England's
YM3.
Breeden.
Superdot bringing in some aggressive selling.
There was not really any mention of monetary
Still
policy.
on strong buy. We are did hit a masher at the top of
Upper bands
Iberia.
touch NQ on the 44.
Alpha Omega algorithm performs real-time workflow analysis, information with volume and price and other proprietary data calculations. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses. Alpha,
Double delta NQ on the 4.
omega, red, pink, blue. Alphas are generally stronger, bullish signal than green. Alphas, likewise. Pink omegas are generally stronger signal than red. Alphas. Geo indicator plots color crosses when price
All right, so there was a delta shift there with the dot. So super dot played in right in front of where they wanted to run it. Again, that was just an estimated measurement target right in front of the open line. Again, one of my least favorite places to play, right back to the open line. Red EDD, red shift also came in there. It's not the third, so I can't count it a Titanic zone, but they did get a juicy little pivot there.
Instrument and trading session being analyzed for complete details and instructions. Join us. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses. Alpha bullish, green, blue, omega, red, pink, blue. Alphas are generally stronger bullish signaling green. Alphas likewise. Pink omegas are generally a stronger bearish signal than red. Alphas. AO indicator can should be tuned to the specific instrument and trading session being analyzed for complete details and instructions. Join us. Join us.
Is Plutonium still here? I wanted to tell him I did decide to go ahead and get that 38-inch IPS. I've literally never had a 38. I've done 55s, I've done 43s, and I don't know, I was reading up on the 38, and there are a lot of people saying that, like, I don't know, there are people that are claiming that it's the absolute ideal, and that's why it's an odd shape, it's an odd size. But that, 43, there's just some things out at the corners that are kind of just out of your periphery when you're sitting at a comfortable distance to the screen. And that the 38, they're saying it's just right, it's just perfect. So I did pay a little bit more for the 38, and it's IPS. So I'm looking forward to it. It should get delivered on Friday, tomorrow. Yeah, estimated delivery was Friday or Saturday, so hopefully it comes in tomorrow. That'll be way cool. But I just did not want to bring in that. I cannot stand OLED. That fade effect where you're sitting there, you're holding still while you're waiting on a trade, and you got your finger just hovering over the buttons, and because you're not moving around, your screen's like, oh, let me take the time to dim your pixels so we don't have burn-in. Dude, that OLED stuff is nonsense. Can't deal with it. It's fine for gaming, but when you're trying to trade, no thank you. $38 inches. And I also realized it also kind of bring in my 2 side panels just a little bit.
We're expecting possible further comments from
it'll make a difference. These will come in just a little bit from my 2 side screens as well. Be a little bit narrower. This will come down a little bit. Stuff in the top right corners, top left and right. Be more in my view. Maybe even a little less blinding, like staring into the light. Wind Rider just told me there's a group called Prop Shop Trader that allows 20 accounts. I have not heard of these guys. How many people have heard of Prop Shop Trader? That's the competitor. They're letting you do 20 accounts. What? Let me see. Optimize your returns. Weekly payouts. Fastest trader payouts in the business. Quality as well as John. Mr. Bergman, are you still here? I'm gonna run it through John. If it passes the John sniff test, I'm in. Mr. Bergman, here's a link. Is John still here? Paging Mr. Bergman. Prop shop trader, never heard of them, but somebody just sent over because I was like, well, nobody does 20 accounts, and so they're like, actually, they say you can do 20 there. You have to use Tick Blaze. So I've mentioned this before. I mean, you can chart with NinjaTrader and AlgoBox and execute on your own platform if you really wanted to. But I got you. So they no AlgoBox connectivity. Gotcha.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
There you go. So only place that has 20 accounts on NinjaTrader. ETF allows 20 accounts?
Fib.NQ on the 6.
What? Okay, so I can't keep up with the man. Elite Trader Funding. I want to make sure I understood you right. Elite Trader Funding can do 20 accounts, is that correct? Or did I misunderstand? Were you talking about something else maybe? I want to make sure I'm hearing the right things.
Shortly expecting further comments from bank.
Hey, there we go. All the way to target. Yeah, I don't think they can claim that they're the fastest payouts when Take Profit Trader lets you do it like daily, like they advertise it everywhere. Take Profit Trader, from what I understand, is still the fastest. Yes, 20 accounts, I'm pretty sure, and yes, Ninja the Trader. What? All right, hold up. Can't keep up with it. Not include them as they don't support NT. Oh, Elite Trader Funding is no NinjaTrader? What about Elite Trader Funding? NinjaTrader or no NinjaTrader? All right, we got a double dot here. I'm going to go ahead and short it. It's right in front of the take profit area for the bull here. So not going to go full regalia yet. It could pop up in there right in front of the open and the close. But that white line is its target, and we put in a double dot right in front of it. So, you know, horseshoes and hand grenades here. Hitting it with the hand grenade. Let's get paid the next morning with TPT. Windrider says, nice. Elite Trader Funding, also NinjaTrader. Okay, well.
It's the reciprocity law. If he charges us 50%, we'll charge him 50%.
Well, there we go. Got a divergence on the 9 as well. So we'll see.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 44.
Hearing the aggression.
AlgoBox. Yeah. Hit that like, tap it nice. Hit that like, don't think twice. Hit that like, boom. Hit that tap. Hit that like, smash. Hit that like, button. Tap it up, tap it down.
Double delta NQ on the 4. Double delta NQ on the 6.
One click, one tap, let's go.
Don't you close above it.
One click, one tap, let's go. One dot.
No. Don't close above it.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 44.
Showing trades every single day. Scammers hiding in their holes, wasting your energy away. They try to hustle, try to make a quick buck, but they're just snakes in the grass, and you're out of luck. They'll promise you the world, but it's all a facade. They'll take your hard cash and leave you feeling robbed. They'll talk a big game with their words so smooth, but behind the scenes, it's all a twisted groove. They prey on the innocent, they don't care who they hurt. They'll sell your dreams while they're laughing in the dirt. They'll take advantage of your trust and leave you in disbelief. But it's time to stand up and expose their deceit. Trading triumph, I'm the ruler of the trade. With AlgoBox by my side, no mistake can be made. Wrecking scammers with my live streams every day. Taking on the market, I'm here to stay.
Boo.
AlgoBox. Yeah. Hit that like, tap is nice. Hit that like, don't think twice. Hit that like, boom. Hit that like, tap. Hit that like, smash.
Double delta NQ on the 6.
Are you ready? AlgoBox. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like, tap it nice. Hit the like, don't think twice. Hit that like. Hit that like.
Feds Waller says stablecoins are just a new method of making payments.
And controlling what you can buy and sell. Don't forget that part.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Whatever, dude. All the way. Slow motion to the bully woolly target.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Tap it up, tap it down, smash that like, shake the ground, hit that like.
Upper bands NQ on the 6.
Feds
40
Waller
NQ on
says
the
stablecoins
89.
will introduce more
Targets filled.
competition in payment systems.
If only I could be a little more patient. Just couldn't do it. All right, targets filled for the big bull and little bull coinciding. So let's see if Big Bear, Papa Bear steps in and takes over here, listening for the bears for when they decide to step. Now, remember, we're right here at the open line. 154. I still have that we should be hitting S1 today. They never touched it. They hovered it. Trap moved up, let the bull out. And we had big guy right here. That's his top line right there. So if we do start on a run up, well, I know where we can come back down to. The higher the better. So the higher they push it up, the better for me. And I'll target first top of the bear. Now, if he steps in and just is like, hey, I'm going to go make my money now. Again, S1 is his target. We got two ways to play this. And by we, I mean me. I'm not telling you what to do. You do you, bro. It's 155. No, 154. We've got 4 minutes to get to 100 likes. We're at 80. We got 125 people hanging out. Gonna have to get to 100 likes. Smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do that while you're at it. Or we can call it a day. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes. About 3 tickets, 3 ticks from the open line.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
According to Semaphore, the US State Department braces for mass layoffs as soon as Friday.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gaze, I'm owning this grip. Out here with NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got a strain, they can plays, we expose ICT, shorties all fake. You see us winning, can't keep up with our stride. You just mad 'cause you're not in our league. You were supposed to help players, but what happened? It looks like you never did, just napping. We never follow the trade, always hit the mark. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a spark. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen a stack. We double our profits while you left in the black. You had your moment, but we came through. Right there, that was the end for you. What you mean you work a 9 to 5? Talking about trading, but where's the drive? Nah, you're a broke trader, you can roll with us. Show us a real profit or just hush. I don't believe you got a stab on space. Step back, got broke mindset to disgrace. You ain't got the skills, you can't talk. Every novice hits us up when they flop. Since when was out a safety net for the weak? You look ready to cry. Cry two of my battles bleak. NinjaTrader and the AlgoBox crew always in the trends, finding the next big break. Stacking big ends. It's all about the algorithm, precision and timing. AlgoBox making moves, never reclining. Vinny Emini tell us when we say grinding. Every trade calculated, no emotion in the mix. We profit off the tips and ride the bullish dicks. Easy. I'm stacking my cash, you're stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. Get out here with NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got a strain, making plays, we expose ICT, shorties all fake. You see us winning, can't keep up with our stride. You just mad 'cause you're not in our league. You were supposed to help players, but what happened? It looks like you never did, just napping. We never follow the trade, always hit the mark. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a spark. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen a stack. We double our profits while you left in the black. You had your moment, but we came through. Right there, that was the end for you. Yeah. We hit hard every time we step in the market. I'll be about half the industry, but we collect our funds, profit straight to my pocket.
Next cancel timer.
Couldn't care less about haters or where they were. Us who wanna be us for a day.
All right, ran off all the weekends. Beautiful. All right, get ready, take the next play. Next play was this little PRZ here.
According to the New York Times, some of Iran's enriched uranium survived the attacks.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
So now they're trying to decide whether or not the uranium survived. Based on what? I'd like to see that article. Well, based on the guy with the diaper on his head that told me that our uranium was just fine. Oh, did you say uranium? I thought you said Uranus.
Fed's Wallace says stablecoins could depress demand.
Oh, we were
for
talking
cash,
about
and
the
dollar
planets.
Could be more widely used.
Uranus, I looked up in the sky, I still saw it there. Sorry, I misquoted you. We were at the planetarium. I thought you were talking about the planet and the stars
44.
in the firmament. All right, cracked. Butterfly on the 44 if you see it, type a 1, 2 if you're new. Hey, thanks Gabriel, appreciate it, sir.
Double delta NQ on the 6.
So we have posted out the full piece from the New York Times regarding some of Iran's enriched uranium surviving the attacks, according to an Iranian official. That's on the feed for those interested.
According to a Iranian official. Unnamed Iranian official? Oh, I closed above it.
Divergence down NQ on the 44.
$32-bit operating system.
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a cloud, so delusional. In the notion of all this emotional.
Mid, I wouldn't say it's high risk. It's a mid risk, high reward opportunity here.
Increase prices.
High
one
time frame.
Central banks can look through that.
89 has come solidly into the top of the bowl and literally lit on fire. Looks like a little flame at the top on the 89. Bull has been released. We know there's a bear inside. Keeping up the bull trap appearances, I hope. Want to try to maximize the play.
Ben's Waller says tariff effects are not zero, but not large either.
You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a
Also, Waller says that I have been arguing a pretty restrictive policy rate can come down.
best for sure. I'll be there when you're looking for something.
Waller adds that unemployment is around long run level. So Waller reiterates case for why July rate cut could happen, says an easing would not be political.
To the Muppets, to the ICT sock puppets, selling bottoms, buying.
And Waller adds that the Fed is too tight and can consider cutting in July.
How's it going, Isaac?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 44.
Okay, PRZ cross. And let's see, stop line above the cross.
Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Second divergence up top. All right, I'm going. I hate that it's so slow because slow favors the bulls. Hearing them pile. Hey, Kath.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Giant Titanic zone here. Excuse me. Let me Waiting for that 220 reversal. Yeah, it's got 8 minutes left. He's got a lot of high time frame stuff correlating. We got optimized range. It'll probably, so anytime we see one of these where, just go to big screen. So if you ever see one of these, if I can draw this really well here, it's like this. Okay. So question, pop quiz. What do you think comes next after this? This little, I'm gonna call it an S curve. I don't know why I call it an S curve because it's not really an S, but I call it an S curve, like a smooth curve. What comes next? You guys guess, like, what would you name the pattern? Like, what comes here? Lulls favor the bulls. I like it. Michael E. Accumulation. Precisely. What I often see is a crown. Whenever I see one of these, I literally try to play a crown. It doesn't matter what time frame it is. I now play a crowning top. It'll be a 3 crown. So if you want to write that down, 3 crown. What does a 3 crown look like? This. Everybody got it?
Upper bands touch NQ on the 44. Fib.NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 4.
Oh my goodness. I'm not tired. You're tired. Those big bears won't get out. It'll be interesting overnight session. Indeed. I mean, it's kind of too early to call that. It's only 2:19. It's not even 2:20 reversal time yet. So I don't want to start getting. I don't want to start getting ahead of ourselves here. Only 2:20. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I cannot cut it out.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Hey, snooze fest. Yeah, I mean it's. I mean it feels like exactly like the yesterday thing, like super slow motion. Oh, post FOMC. It was like the slowest FOMC ever yesterday. It was wild. And I gave up on my long yesterday. It was so slow. And then I see afterwards when I came back, like the long would have worked like a boss. Like it ran up,
on the 6.
up and up and up. Just gave up too soon. It just wore me out yesterday, sitting in the seat the whole time. I mean, it is a challenge to myself. Like the thing is going through this challenge for myself. What I know it's doing for me too is it's just making me better. Like it literally is making me into an unstoppable beast. And that is my ultimate level goal. And then I've got some scores to settle. The bots only did like $280 before I took over the account. Awesome to hear it, Missile. Nice job, sir. I like your layout. You have a unique layout. It looks pretty cool. I wish you'd post a screenshot of your entire layout sometime.
Pip.NQ on the 9.
Red dots.
Just a reminder, in about 5 minutes' time, we're expected to hear from Feds Daily, speaking on the US economic outlook and challenges for policymakers in an event hosted by Emini. No text is expected, but there is a Q&A. Reminder with the live stream link, it's on the economic calendar on the name Feds Daily.
All right, first solid bar down there on the optimized range. Barely stayed inside the butterfly, like barely. That was
NQ on the 4.
That was a very close one, and I mean there was a potential for this to do one of these, which is what I was expecting, but we'll see here. If we're going to stay inside this butterfly, then we've got an early chance. It's 220, 225. So 225 reversal, or 220 reversal here might be able to get me something out of it. And big red dot up top on the 9s, kind of coming in for maybe a 40 to 75 tick bagger. We'll see.
So we have posted that link out on the Financial News feed for you to watch.
All right. Where are we at here? Just trying to see how far that red dot is going to push or not. Again, slow favors the bulls. Fast favors the bears, so always have to be cautious. Come in. Hey, buddy. Coming in here to take a nap. Bushy couch. Come tell me something. What you gotta tell me?
Surely expecting to hear from Feds Daily. Remember, no text is expected, but there was a Q&A. NYMEX natural gas August futures settle at around $3.33. NYMEX WTI crude August futures settle at $66.50 a barrel, down $1.81 or 2.65%.
Okay, buddy.
Also, NYMEX gasoline August futures settle at around $2.15 a gallon. Feds Daily says the economy is in a good place, growth and jobs are solid, and inflation is easing.
Don't run without me, bro.
Feds Daily says the Fed has the ability to restore price stability gently given the state of our economy. Also, monetary policy is still restrictive.
gotta cry like there's no tomorrow. Beating all the odds, rising high but stay low. AlgoBox on my side, calculating every play. I'm the master of the trade, making profits every day. AlgoBox, yeah, playing the markets like a game. Gotta hustle, gotta grind like there's no tomorrow. Beating all the odds, rising high but stay low. AlgoBox on my side, calculating every play. I'm the master of the trade, making profits every day. AlgoBox, yeah, playing the markets like a game, yeah. AlgoBox revolution. Hey yo, listen up. I tell the spin about them algorithmic trades where you win or you spin. In the
Deuce.
maze where the bulls and bears collide. AlgoBox on Ninja making trades so wide, day in day out. It's the AlgoBox flow. Catching bits and bits is text in
We are at the front of the butterfly here, so find out that that tail bars might be early. Slow favors the bulls. They can just pick their head up, fling the horns. We have not formed the crown yet. Neutral. Trying to hang tight.
stick to the code, the AlgoBox creed. We trade with the edge, no scam, just speed.
MIT says Trump tax bill to cost 10% of annual central budget.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Fed's Daily says importers and retailers are absorbing some of the tariffs. Fed's Daily adds the labour market is cooling and growth is moderating, but data is not getting meaningfully weaker.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
Daily adds that consumers are slowing but not stopping spending.
What's your next move? It's all over the candle, shining right through. 'Cause I can see the lines. I can see the lines. You know that I can read the charts too. I can see.
Happy to
Fed's
hear it,
Daily
Gabriel.
says,
Thanks
"I
for
don't
that.
expect a very persistent inflation impact from tariffs."
Remember, when you say you've seen all the videos, you completed boot camp, that's awesome, but there's a lot of videos in premium. Once you become a premium member, you go deep dive on all the good stuff. The boot camp covers everything thoroughly.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
possible
the
tariffs
fast
would
path.
create a large increase in prices.
You've been around the markets for a while, it can get you going. But as far as like all the other stuff, you want to get in there and just don't think like I've seen all the videos. If you're new, there's 111 videos in premium if you want to go see it all. How the sausage is made, all the good parts. But I did try to compact it into 8 because I know it can be overwhelming. So I did my best to do an 8-day boot camp, slam it all in there. But normally it takes around 40 days to really absorb all of it.
Feds Daily says, I see 2 cuts in 2025 as likely outcome.
Happy to hear it. And remember, I'm trading. This is a large account challenge right now. This is not a small account challenge. This is a different animal. Hopefully, you know, I gotta concentrate here on the trades, but you know, this is not necessarily the way that you're going to want to be doing that. If you are going to be doing it like this, large account style, you would want to be doing this on micros or practicing a lot in sim.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Bar is still not finished on the 44. Look at this thing. It could still tail bar. So we're not out of the woods yet there on that. And again, if this thing does the S curve, it could come all the way up here.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
So I am hyper aware of that, and that's what I'm worried about. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to close it. No, not ahead of the game yet enough to really get ganky with it. We got a switch dot coming in there. Again, I still think that if that comes all the way up in there, I wouldn't want to get super solid on that until we see the triple crown thing. We got plenty of time for that to still occur. High time frame, you're still seeing the big dog stepping in. I mean, that's a big bull. He wants his money. That's a big bull. He wants his money. For them to get that, they would need to smooth that out, tap that 3 times, finish, and then the bear takes over. Everybody got it? Type of 1. 2 if you're new.
Also, Fed Daily says economic fundamentals support a move towards lower rates at some point.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Also adds that also says, I believe we're on a sustainable path down to 2% inflation.
Oh, awesome, Fabiola. Happy to hear it. Jesse's new.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
Oh, switch dot, double dot. Okay. Well, this has been one of the wildest, most difficult type of days here today. It has been viciously mysterious. And what I really hate right now is that I'm sitting right here at this open line. I'm going to beat myself up later about playing around the open line again. I can just tell. Got a beautiful big fat red dot up there. I should have just played into that, rolled it out, grabbed a 40 bag and go. But I'm getting greedy trying to hit that full 100 target. That 100 target's all the way down there. But just know this pattern too much. When there's 2 big bulls in there, like that's 1,000, that's 1,000. Those 2 guys want to make their money. And they could easily shove that up. All these little fake down, breakdown, especially right here at the open line. It's just
Trading could be done by telepathy. The candles are
Fed Daily says, I would worry if tariffs spill into non-imports.
If we get something at the 45, it's 244. 45 seconds till we hit the 45.
Double delta NQ on the 40 on the 89.
If I can get a 32-bit operating system working here for me. Get all the way to that 100 level. It's right there at that little tip there. Come on, bro. Go hit that 100 tick. And then if you want to run the bulls up, go for it. But y'all know how you like it. Y'all like to drop it down 100 ticks, and then you and your buddies all step in and raise your horns. That's fine. Just give me my 100 first. What happened to the nomads? Let's see. I believe they're moving. There's the main guy, Bob, but Jesse and John, I'm not sure. I know Jesse, I think, well, I just saw Jesse a moment ago. He might be able to speak on more authority on that. I saw that they said they're looking to return on Sunday, but I believe it's I heard a move. I believe it's the house move thing. Can't say for certain.
Double delta NQ on the 6.
Goose. Oh my word. You're going to make me draw an F6 line right here so I can see it? I literally have to zoom in to see if that hit 100. Did it hit it? Oh my word, it hit it.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
I need to go to the iDoc. I couldn't tell that hit. It hit it to the penny. Look at it. Can't catch a break today, man. Alright, let me kill it. Yeah, no, it went. It's exact 100 ticks, and that's exactly what they do. And then bulls pick it up. In the slow motion area, write it down. It's 100 ticks. That's it. That's all you get. And that is literally the exact measurement to the penny. 100 ticks, which means bulls are in control. Oh. I was so tired. Somebody check this Runova account, see if it's a fake account, please, and remove it if it is. Don't come in here with your stupid accounts, please.
I can hear the pings from my AlgoBox, listening to the market's rhythm as it talks. We're in sync even if you're offline. Double delta rise and stay aligned. Who would've thought the trading could be done by telepathy? The candles are rising, the screen's lighting up. What I would do if I had the algorithm, I'd double the delta too. By night and by day. By night and by day. You know that I can read the charts too.
No, you're real. All right. Ruanava. What does Ruanava mean? Is that a thing? Ruanava. What is it? Ruanava. Trading ideas and scripts. Unique chart analysis, custom indicators, and market view. Join our global community of traders and investors. Ruanava. Trader analysis on Sameto.
Fed's Daily says many businesses lack the ability to pass on tariffs to consumers.
Ruanava on X. Joined September 2009. Nice. Bull X. I've never heard of Bull X before.
Brent
Cool.
crude futures settle at $68.
BTC pattern possible drop.
Down $1.55.
All right.
Or 2.21%.
Oh, Bitcoin player? All right. Well, my apologies. Welcome aboard. Thanks for dealing with my checks. I have to deal with too many. Dude, I literally got death threats last night, bro. Calling me on these voice over IP phones and shit. Like, I just get tired of it.
Fed's Daily says that waiting for inflation to rise could leave the Fed behind on cutting rates.
Cool, cool. No worries. Hey, welcome aboard. No, now they're so after I got the lawsuit, one of them owes me $15,000. The other got a shut up notice. But now they try to do it with they hired their little international buddies to do it, and like, oh, it wasn't me. Oh, it's not me doing it. It's not us. All I can say is a reckoning is coming. Spelled R-E-K-T. Wrecked. It's coming. But I record every call. I record every message. And I've got not one, but I've got 2 sets of PI stuff and software. It's so easy. Been verified between that one and Intellius. We find it out, and we got my FBI buddies got them on speed dial to deal with the stuff. That's how we found the guy in Georgia, and I just send the stuff over to them. But justice is a little slow sometimes. Justice is a little slow. Okay, that pattern that I was talking about before has broken down. So I'm not worried about the slide. Let's see if we get some follow through into the bear to take over there. I hate that we're sitting here at the close and the open. 2:53, 7 minutes till the final hour. This guy has not been responded to yet. He's right there. Now, is this his chance to get out? That is the question. I mean, that's his chance to get out. So I have to keep that in mind as well. Thanks, Gabriel. Yeah, the problem is like, you know, with the if you're a public personality and whatnot, these you know, the prosecutors, until something actually happens, like actually physically, so it's not like you as the person who's being threatened wants prevention, right? You want to prevent the fill in the blank, whatever it is. But unfortunately, they don't do anything until something does happen. And then when the threats do happen, they're like, ah, well, we're too busy. Like the Georgia prosecutor didn't want to deal with the guy in Georgia, so I had to take him to civil court, which costs time, money, effort. It's a pain in the ass. But worth it to protect your children. You know, I got 4 small kids, got elderly parents, and these people are disgusting. And they hide behind their little fake names and blah blah blah. And like the last one, like his email address that was found was like the intelligent one, like all spelled weird, like they can't spell. Half of them, you know, they're uneducated, but they're like, oh, ICT's my daddy.
Double Delta NQ on the 4.
I'm gonna help Pocket Pooper get you. Okay. It's coming. Just get a little bit bigger. Okay, I'm going to close out that RTY trade.
Fed's Daily says latest unemployment claims data were positive.
I crave a touch, a Bollinger Band touch.
3 minutes.
Signals, I need them so much. Price expiration, no manipulation. Don't diddle in my middle. Resist the temptation. Observe my curves, my histogram bumps. At the market open, price always jumps. Respect the system, cause Vinny wrote the algorithm. Justice will come for gurus who can't take the criticism.
Ugh.
I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby. I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby. I am so crazy for AlgoBox, baby.
2-finger NQ on the 44.
Fed's Daily says, I'm thinking about rate cuts during the fall.
Ugh.
Fed's Daily says immigration curves not yet resulting in wage increases.
Okay, here's the open touch. Prior close. Just need a play.
Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back. Bippity bop, flippity flap, hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety talk, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot, hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go.
Double delta NQ on the 6.
Okay, there's a shark on the 4s right at the open line. We got a ready DD that just came in right here. Here's the shark on the 4s. So stop above the shark there. Here in the buyer's step, here they come.
Smash the like button.
Nope. The slow motion. Top of the shark back. You joking me? It's right when they push it out. Of course. Look at that. I'm like, oh, it stopped at. No, it didn't. Oh man, I am not on the ball today at all. Normally I'm ready for that. I was not ready for that. Nah, you ain't going, bro.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Green dotted on the 9s. A PRZ cross just showed up right on the open line. On the 4s. Have I mentioned I hate trading around the open line because it's torturous. It's torture. But it's a shark PRZ. PRZ cross, shark, par close, par open. Today's open.
So Apple early 2026 plans include a low-end iPad, iPad Air and monitor. The iPhone 17e launch signals that the phone will be updated every year, and Apple plans a new MacBook Pro, iPhone 17e and iPads by early 2026. Again, release schedule from Apple here.
Well, hopefully somebody thinks that their release schedule sucks. Let's see if anybody's angry about the Apple stuff.
Still up around 1% on the session following the announcement.
Put the stock right behind the frost. I'm listening for audio box. I love the boom, boom, boom. Adding more on the fib LE dot. I am at my full position now. Hold for the opposing signal. Hold for the opposing signal. Hold for the opposing signal. Target filled. Ooh. Get
Nine covers to 2 windows. What?
AlgoBoxers, light it up. Smash the like button.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
Clickety clap, tappity tap, smash that like, don't hold it back. Bibbity bop, flippity flap, hit the like button, make it snap. Tickety tock, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
According to a Record TV interview, Brazil's Lula says we will first try to negotiate, but if there is no negotiation, the reciprocity law will be put into practice.
Break the green dot. Just crack it, would you? Slow motion torture. Which basically means the Bulls are going to maintain control. They're going to continue to just scoot and booty this thing.
Earlier on US tariffs,
this is ridiculous.
The main thing is the reciprocity law, and said that if Trump charges us 50%, we will charge him 50% back. So again, Lula now saying we will first try to negotiate, but if there is no negotiation, the reciprocity law will be put into practice.
Is he saying Lula? What or who is Lula? Yeah, buddy.
Feds Daily says companies and households are in a good position.
don't know.
Likewise, pink omegas are generally a stronger bear signal than red alphas. Flowmaster AO indicator can should be tuned to a specific instrument in trading session being analyzed. For complete details and instructions, join us. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses. Alpha, bullish, green, blue, ooh, omega, red, pink, blue. Alphas are generally stronger bullish signal than green alphas. Likewise, pink omegas are generally a stronger bearish signal than red alphas. AO indicator can should be tuned to the specific instrument in trading session being analyzed. For complete details and instructions,
Fib.NQ on the 4.
You just saw paint dry? Yeah. That's crazy. So it was enough to crack the green dot and then move up. That's how slow it was. Oh my goodness.
just one shot. Hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go. AlgoBox. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit it up. Hit the like button. Tickety tock, hit that spot, like it up, don't let it rot. Tappity tap, just one shot, hit the like button, make it hot. Let's go! AlgoBox, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit it up. AlgoBox. Alpha Omega algorithm performs real-time order flow analysis in combination with volume at price and other proprietary data calculations. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses. Alpha, orange, green, blue, omega, red, pink.
Well,
Alphas are
and another cross
Fib.NQ on the 4.
on the 4s.
omegas are generally a stronger bearish signal than red alphas. The AO indicator plots color crosses when price reaches prior auction zone highs and lows, and large algorithmic order flow activity is detected. Flowmaster alphas and omegas can indicate the beginning and end of an auction zone or market price swing where large amounts of activity could be taking place. There are 4 types of alpha omega crosses. Alpha, orange, green, blue, omega, red, pink, blue. Alphas are generally a stronger bullish signal than green alphas. Likewise, pink omegas are generally a stronger bearish signal than red alphas. The Flowmaster AO indicator can and should be tuned to the specific instrument and trading session being analyzed. For complete details and instructions, join us. There are 4
Fib.NQ on the 4.
omega crosses. Alpha, orange, green, blue, omega, instructions. Join us.
Fib.NQ on the 6.
Tights of alpha, omega, crosses.
Nvidia's CEO Huang meets with Trump ahead of the CEO's China trip. Keep in mind the Nvidia CEO was due to have a China meeting, due to meet with the China Premier on July 16th. So Nvidia's CEO is due to be meeting Trump ahead of this meeting. So some more detail here. Nvidia CEO Huang is meeting with US President Trump at the White House on Thursday, that's today, before a planned trip to China by the head of the world's most valuable chipmaker, according to people familiar with the matter. Now, details of what the two men would discuss weren't immediately available, and the people familiar with the meeting declined to elaborate on the agenda.
Yeah, I agree, Windrider. So remember when I drew that up earlier, talking about why I said the crown earlier is because what I have seen many times, and it's one of those kind of rare things, like nobody talks about it, no, that I've seen. So you get that little S-curve thing, and then you get this, 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 and then you get this. Now, not 100%, I'm just saying I have seen this a lot, because I used to ask myself when I would see this, we only see this really, you don't see this on minute bars. This is only inside of structures that we use for algo bars and range bars. But what we're looking for is this little 3 count triple up. Now, whether we have enough time today to do it with NASDAQ, anything is possible. But I think like right here, I'm already starting to see it, right? Up, down. I expect another up move, fake move. Everybody gets in long right there, and then they get wrecked. Everybody understand my plan? Type a 1 if you do. 2 if you're new. And 3 if you're just here to troll. All right. I need to refill my caffeine trough here. 3:18. Yeah, I got 2 minutes here. I'm going to grab a coffee. I'll be right back.
Fed's Daily says, I see some relief that tariffs aren't as high as they were expected to be.
Scammers hiding in their holes, wasting your energy away. They're trying to hustle, trying to make a quick buck, but they're just snakes in the grass, and you're out of luck. They promise you the world, but it's all a facade. They'll take your hard cash and leave you feeling rough. Talk a big game with their words so smooth, but behind the scenes, it's all a twisted groove. They prey on the innocent, they don't care who they hurt. They'll sell your dreams while they're laughing in the dirt. They'll take advantage of your trust and leave you in disbelief. But it's time to stand up and expose their deceit. Trading triumph, I'm the ruler of the trade. With AlgoBox by my side, no mistake can be made. Scammers with new live streams every day. Taking on the market, I'm here to stay. AlgoBox. Yeah. Hit that like, tap is nice. Hit that like, don't think twice. Hit that like, boom, boom. Hit that like, tap, tap. Hit that like, smash, smash. Hit that like button. Tap it down, tap it down. Smash that like, shake the ground. Hit that like, boom, boom. Hit that like, tap, tap. Hit that like, smash, smash. Hit that like button. One click, one tap, let's go. AlgoBox. Are you ready? Hit that like, don't think twice. Hit that like, boom, boom. Hit that like, tap, tap. Hit that like, smash, smash. Hit that like button. One click, one tap, let's go. Hey, are you ready?
Okay, so just watching for the crown or some other play set up to really get going. Not always on top. Right click, always on top. There we go. Do doodly do 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 doodly do 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 do.
Hit the like, tap it nice. Hit the like, don't think twice. Hit that like, hit that like, hit that smash, smash. Hit that like button. Hit like button. Tap it up.
Money market fund assets fall to $7.07 trillion at ICI.
One click, one tap, let's go. AlgoBox. Tap it up, tap it down, smash that like, shake the ground. Hit that like, boom, 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 boom. Hit that like, tap, tap, tap. Hit that like, smash. Hit that like button. One click, one tap, let's go. AlgoBox.
Rut says, I just spoke with President Trump.
Well, I bet you think you're special.
NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte comments in post on X.
All right, 2 minutes till 3:30, bottom of the hour. STFR BTFD time.
Double delta NQ on the 4.
There's the sliver. River card coming.
Fib.NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 6.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm stacking my cash, it's stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my games, I'm owning this grip. Out here with 60 trader making big moves. Traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got the train, link a blaze, make slow as ICT, shorty's all fake. You see us winning, can you keep our stride?
Upper bands touch on the 89.
We never follow the trend, always hit the mark. You talk like you're skilled, but you just a spark. You front like you're big, and you ain't seen a stack. We double our profits while you left in the black. You had your moment, but we came through. Right there, that was the end for you.
That was the 2-finger alert on the 89. Double hammers up top on the 89. Still didn't see the triple crown here yet. There's probably one more head fake. That would be the ideal. I don't know if they got enough time for it though. It's 3:31.
I'm stacking my cash, it's stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily flips. Check out my gains, I'm owning this grip. Out here with 60 trader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got a train, link a place, make slow as ICT, shorty's all fake. You see us winning, can keep up with our stride. You just next,
it just happened. We never follow the trade, always hit the mark. You talk like you skill, but you're just a spark. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen a stack. We double up.
Oh my.
We came through, right there, that was the end for you. Yeah. We hit hard every time we step in the market. I'll be about half the industry, but we collect our fees. Profit straight to our pockets, we go on our way. We don't care less about haters who wish they were us. Who wouldn't want to be us for a day? Who wouldn't want to wear our shoes for a day? Who's stuck in a rut, and that's just sad. It's a good day not to be you, sitting at home, watching the charts all day. 12 day for the scams. I'm stacking my cash, you're stuck in the past. You ain't never gonna trade like this, moving too fast. You can't even catch up to my daily clips. Check out my gains, I'm owning in this grip. Tanja was NinjaTrader making big moves. AlgoBox traders always in the groove. Vinny Emini got us straight, making plays. We exposed ICT, shorties all fake. You see us when they can't keep up with our stride. You just mad cause you're not in our league. You were supposed to outplay us, but what happened? It looks like you never did, just napping. We never fumble the trade, always hit the mark. You talk like you're skilled, but you're just a spark. You front like you're big, but you ain't seen a stack. We double our profits while you're left in the black. You had your moment, but we came through. Right then, that was the end for you. We hit hard every time we step in the market. I'll be about half the industry, but we collect our fees. Profit straight to our pockets, we go on our way. Couldn't care less about haters who wish they were us. Wouldn't want to be us for a day. Wouldn't want to wear our shoes for a day. You stuck in a rut, and that's just sad. It's a good day not to be you. Sitting at home, watching the charts all day. It's well paid from scams. Yeah. Yeah.
Stanley, what generation PC do you have? It's that beautiful crown. So crypto, let's see, do you have TradingView open? How many other platforms do you have open? And are you a AlgoBox premium member or no? making a perfectly beautiful crown. We need a 3-point crown.
Enigma short on the RTY3.
RTY is ready to roll.
Hell to the Muppets, to the ICT sock puppets, and the
PC is Gen 5. Yeah, so i5 is the absolute minimum that you need. Our system will run on it, but you're not going to be able to run a bunch of other stuff. So, you know, you crypto guys, your TradingView diehards, I know, you got your other platforms and all that kind of whatnot. I'm not sure how far NinjaTrader is with their Kraken integration, but the good news is NinjaTrader and Kraken are now one. So I imagine if they don't have the crypto functionality cranked in there quite yet, they're pretty close. They got to be pretty close. Anybody know the status on the Kraken and NinjaTrader integrations? Even my order's hanging. I don't like it. What's up, Ghost Deanie? He's, that name is so cool, man. I don't know. I can't get over how cool your name is. The Ghost Deanie. Houdini, but better. The dead one. I'm the ghost of Houdini. I'm Ghost Deanie. .344, 30 seconds till the 45. Kraken integration expected Q3 2025. Thank you, Mr. Hendricks. Thank you very much for that. Oh. Oh. Don't run without me, bro.
Fib.NQ on the 4.
No, I saw your message. I did. Thanks for that. You'd be surprised at what I see. I see it all. No, that was pretty cool, man. I appreciate you saying that. That was fun. The original Tron game was two-dimensional. It was 2D. The snail's pace of these movements yesterday and today after FOMC have been like, you even try to play it like Frogger, but it's more like Snailer or Turtle. Turtle time.
44. 2-finger NQ on the 89. Double delta NQ on the 4. Fib.NQ on the 9.
One minute to go now till we get the market on close imbalance data.
Enigma short on the RTY. Double delta NQ on the 6. Enigma short on the YM44.
Sell side 2 spot 1 billion. Nasdaq 100 sell side 1 spot 2 billion. Dow 30
Lower
sell side
bands touch NQ on the
895 million.
44.
Mag 7 sell side 1 billion.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 44.
Wait for it.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 44.
Touch the other side for me. Thank you very much. $30,000 on the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is how you call it. What we call to the tick. HMD. Now, if you didn't know about the crown, doesn't matter. Just follow the system. It literally had an HMD right in there. We had the get ready. We literally had the butterfly PRZ to tell you where it was going to be. You literally had the divergence inside. I literally told you it was going to be a crown. It literally hit a red dot now. Whether you knew that or not, experience or otherwise, that is why we are number one. I'll see you guys in the morning.